Hey all, I'm Nina. I wanted to share a few pieces of evidence I receive in my animal communication sessions. I see visuals and images, I hear words, and I feel sensations and pings in my body. So one example is a client of mine who I've tuned into her donkeys, has had a daughter who reached out to me because she had moved from across town, and her cat was an outdoor cat that had not gotten acclimated to his new home. So after a few days, the cat not coming home, she reached out and I tuned into the cat, shined a light on her house, showed different landmarks for the cat to go. I would give the daughter various different scenes and images. However, the cat wasn't on the road, so her trying to drive was a little difficult because it was more like forests and fences and things like that I was being shown. So we basically just shined a light and I asked her to tune in as well. And a few days, I had all of a sudden sent her a message and said, I feel that the cat is close and that I am being shown a blue old-timey vintage car. Well, I received a text from the daughter the next day and she said, guess what? The cat's home. And we walked outside and there was a blue old-timey vintage car in the parking lot. You can't make that up. They show us, they tell us, they send pings to our body so that we're able to communicate with them. Another example is I was tuning into a horse. A client was telling me that the horse was not shedding and wasn't feeling well. So as I tuned into the horse, I immediately heard he wasn't feeling well, and I was being shown like the capillaries, blue and red capillaries, or the arteries of the inside of your body. So since I am not a vet, I had recommended that she contact the vet, and she did, and it turns out that he had Cushing's disease, which could be detrimental to the horse, but she was able to get it taken care of, and all was good. And the horse is living a happy, retired life in a green pasture, which is great. Another example was a client reached out because her dog was scared of children, little children all of a sudden. And he had been around children before. So when I tuned into the dog had shown me a little boy and little girl, blonde, curly-head kids. And I was receiving the message that they were kind of maybe playing around and hitting him and thought it was funny and it was accidental, but they had maybe knocked his nose. And it turns out, when I talked to the client, that she had dropped her dog off with her mother, and her sister had two little kids that were staying with the mom as well, with the blonde-haired, curly-head kids. So it turns out that it was her sister's kids who were playing with the dog. And so we just, kind of let him know that he was safe and protected, and showed the kids that they needed to play very gently with the dog. Another one is I had a session with an animal that just transitioned, and the animal showed me, oh my goodness, it was a beautiful cosmic area with a garden of lights, and I was being shown like a yin-yang sign, but instead of black and white, it was blue and white. And whales. And in talking to the client, they actually have a blue and white yin and yang sign in an area where they've put lots of lights in their garden. So there are so many pieces of evidence that our animals give us. When we get into nature, just tune in, keep a vibration high, and just really, really sensitive to the different pieces of information. If you are interested in communicating with your animal, please contact me. My information will be in the bio, in the link below. And as I always say, get into nature, which Bailey and I are right now, and enjoy your day. See you on the next video, or maybe book a session. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye-bye.